Hello everyone, I'm Towe Dielawalia Cedric Christus, first year student in applied computer science, and today I'm going to talk about SQL databases. SQL is one of the most useful skills in computer science because every application around you, from your bank to your phone, uses a database to store its data. By the end of this tutorial, you will understand what a database is, how SQL works, and how databases are already used in Burkina Faso. So first of all, what is a database? A database is an organized collection of data stored on a computer. For example, a shop owner in Ouagadougou can store all his products, prices, and stock in a database organized as a table with rows and columns. As you can see on my screen, a database organizes information into tables with rows and columns. In the same way, schools store student grades and apps like Orange Money store billions of daily transactions. Now, what is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is the language that we use to communicate with database. With SQL, we can do four things: create data, read data, update data, and delete data. These are called CRUD operations. C for create, A for read, U for update, and D for delete. Let me show now the first two SQL commands. Create table. This create the structure. I define the table name and its columns. ID as a primary key. Insert into here. This adds data. I provide the value and the same order and the same orders as the columns. As you can see on my screen, the products are now stored in table. Next, the two reading comments. Select star from table name. The star means everything. This returns all rows at once. As you can see, all three products appear in the result. However, to find one specific product, I add a where condition where name equals oil palm, and the database returns only that one row. Therefore, select with there is your most powerful tool for searching data. Now I'm going to apply these four commands live. The scenario: a health center wants to store patient information. Task 1, I create a table called patient with 4 columns: ID, name, age, and disease. Task 2, I insert 3 patients: Alice, John, and Mary. Task 3, first I display all patients with select star. Then I find only the patient with malaria using where disease equals malaria. Let me do this now. To do this exercise, I will use dbfile. dbfile is a tool that I can use to implement my exercise. First, I will create a table called patient. I will use create table command. Create, type create table. I add the name of table. Here we have patient. I open the parentheses and I put all attributes on this table. We have ID. ID is int or integer. It is the primary key. Primary key. Primary key, it is the data type that defines all the attributes in the patient table. Comma. We have also we have also the name. Name is Vasha. Vasha is a type of name. Comma. We have age of patient. Age is integer, comma, and disease. Disease is Vasha. Vasha 20, for example. At the end of this comment, I close the parentheses and I put semicolons and I run. Very successful execute. Task 2, I will add information. To add information, I will use insert into comment. Insert into table name. Here we have patient. I put each attribute. We have ID, we have name, we have age, and we have disease. Values, we have one. The name of first patient is Alice. Alice is 25 years old. He suffers from malaria. I close the parentheses and I put comma. Do the same thing for the old patient. We have John. John is 40 years old. John suffers from flu. I close the parentheses and I put semicolon and I run. Successful. Okay. The next task is display all patients in the table. To display all patients in the table, I will use select star from. Select star from patient and I put semicolon. I run. Here we have the result of the executing of this command. We have the table. We have ID, we have name, we have age, we have disease. We have the ID, Alice, John, Mary, their age, and their disease. The last question is find the patient who has malaria. To find the patient who has malaria, I will combine select and where condition. Disease equal malaria. We have the result. We have Alice. He suffers from malaria. We have all information concerning Alice. This is the resolution of our exercise concerning this task. SQL in Burkina Faso. Now, is SQL really useful in Burkina Faso? Absolutely yes. Shop management apps use SQLite, a database that runs on any personal computer without internet. Orange Money and Move use SQL for billions of daily transactions. Schools like University of Jefferson use it for student records, and NGOs use it to manage aid distribution. So SQL is not just theory, it is a tool that is already working around us every day. In conclusion, let me quickly summarize. A database is an organized way to store data. SQL is the language to manage it with create, insert, select, and where. Databases are used everywhere. Shop, schools, hospitals, mobile money, etc. And SQL is a key skill for any career in computer science. Thank you very much for your attention.